Hey y'all, y'all see the thumbnail? Let's get into this Eat with Q reaction part 2. Baby, I had to break that thing down. It was over 3 hours long. So here we are back with the part 2, child. I had no idea Mr. Fib Nation was over in Nigeria cutting up, honey. I'm still lost as to how you marry a man that you talked to on the phone a couple of times, a few FaceTimes, and you go over to visit. He treating you like a queen, rubbing your feet, serving you breakfast in bed. You know, just being a stand-up guy. Honey, that was a whole flim-flam to get you in the door for him to start treating you like shit. Honey, I couldn't believe how she was saying how much he spent time away from home, not within the home. You mean to tell me he felt okay just leaving his American wife over there stuck in the house? It's not like she could go over her homegirl house or go hang out with her sister. So she admitted to the fact that she was pretty much in love with the idea of being married. She said she was in her 30s. She had accomplished all of these things. She didn't want to have babies out of wedlock and all of this stuff. So, honey, she married the first man that paid her any attention, that treated her like a lady. Because according to her, play grubbing was not doing it. So I also believe that this had a lot to do with her rushing to the altar. She was trying to shit on play. And look where it got her, honey. She'd have been better off staying over here. Like I said the other day, she could have found a bum. She could have found a brokey. She could have found a man that want to party all the time and smoke and drink right over here on U.S. soil. So Q was getting out here for months, y'all. For months. Faking the funk, showing up on camera, doing her mukbangs, acting like she was so in love, asking her hubby if he wanted some of her foo-foo in the goosey soup. So yes, honey, just watching her on camera, you wouldn't think that it was any trouble in paradise, nor would you think he was staying out all night. Her words, not mine. He was staying out to 10 a.m. Hell, he went to the before party, after party, over somebody's house. It's very much given he might have had another woman on the side. Now, the part that got me, honey, is when she said they talked back in January, and he asked her, was she gonna pay the rent? Now, why in the hell would she do that? You on your own now, buddy. I'm back over here on the U.S.
I want him to prosper, you guys. I want the best to happen to him. I don't want nothing bad to happen to him. I never wanted nothing bad to happen to him. But I'm done. Like, I don't know how much I have to take. You know, how much more do I have to endure? Like, somebody was like, you have to go through long suffering in your marriage. I don't have to go through long suffering if my husband is staying out all night. I don't have to go through long suffering if my husband is being reckless with money and finances. I don't have to stay with somebody that has really bad habits. I don't have to do that. If that's what you want to do in your marriage, and if God told you to do that in your marriage, that's good for you. But I'm not doing that. I don't care. I'm not doing that.
Now, I'm not saying she deserved to be mistreated, mishandled, and used, and him spending all her money, but she has to be accountable for the fact that she did not know this man. She totally married a stranger.
If I'm giving you goodness, you need to give me goodness back in return. I'm not suffering. No, I'm not. She's the reason. I'm starting to think that Q is the problem, but I am the problem. I 100% am the problem. So if you think that that's what it is, then yes, I am the problem. I am 1000% the problem. Jesus Christ, I'm the problem. And I'm so much the problem. That's why I ran to the therapist so fast. That's how I am. Because I keep falling for the same dumb stuff. Why? The same, it's just a different person. It's like the same thing, but just in a different, you know? It's the same thing, but just in a different, it's a different person. No, I am the problem. I am the problem because this is what you get when you're unhealed. See, and that's not an insult. Me saying that I'm the problem, that's not an insult. That's truth. That's the truth, because you're saying that I need healing. I need healing. I did. I felt like this is going to be a vulnerable moment for you guys, and I might start crying. I'm just going to be straight up 100% honest with you guys. I felt like not only was I going through the motions of, okay, like, I You know, I'm a new creature in Christ Jesus. I gave my life back to Christ. It was a beautiful thing. And I love that. And that's my testimony. So that's one thing, one vulnerability thing that I was dealing with. The second vulnerability thing that I was dealing with is I felt like that my clock was ticking. I felt like, oh my God, I'm in my 30s. I'm not married. You know, my clock is ticking. And baby, that's the problem. Your clock is not ticking, honey. You're not behind schedule. You're not any of that. And this is look what it got me. Look at what it got me. I made a very bad decision. I made a very, very, very bad decision. And I'm living with my very bad decision. But one thing that I am proud of myself about is I'm going to give myself grace.
Woo, child. So that's enough of that. Now, we know that this is her third relationship out here on these YouTube streets. And I believe that next time going forward, she should just keep her relationships off of social media because she doesn't want people in her business. She wants to set boundaries until the other party comes out here and puts her on blast. And then she has to get ahead of the story. That's exactly what I believe this was about, because if she wanted to say all of these things, she would have said a lot of this stuff from the jump street when people were asking her about what happened. So yeah, it took her over 3 hours to let us know she married a bum. She married a stranger. He used her up. He did not fill her cup, and he stayed out all night over into the wee hours of the morning. But anyway, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about it. Bye, y'all.